Hello everyone. In today's Carnivores profile, what I'm doing is a certain Carcharodontosaurid, and the most famous, well, second famous, a shark-toothed lizard, and that is Carcharodontosaurus. Is a large, hyper-aggressive carnivore native to the west central sector of FMMUV 32. These animals lived in the Vanguard Fjords, a lush forest with underground pool, canyon maze, rivers and lakes. The beach, like its Earth counterpart, the Carcharodontosaurus was among the largest of Earth Carcharodontosaurids theropods. Dinosaurs, and this one lived alongside other African animals in the Cretaceous, like Stomasuchus, Peralatitan, and the newly described Tamaryraptor, Rugops, Deltadromeus, Cedromastosaurus, and the famous Spinosaurus aegypticus. And like the FMM Spinosaurus, this alien animal doesn't quite reach the same size as its Earth counterpart. It's a heavily it's a heavy animal with some of the largest individuals reaching 10 tons in weight. Well, like its Earth counterpart, the Earth Carcharodontosaurus size is hypothesized Caesauricus was around the same size as the Tyrannosaurid Gorgosaurus, which placed it around 8 to 9 meters, 26 to 30 feet long, based on the specimen. Now, the Tamaryraptor, this individual was around 15% smaller than the neotype, the latter of estimated to be 12 to 12.5 meters, 39 to 41 feet in length, and approximately 5 to 7 metric tons. This makes Carcharodontosaurus saharicus one of the largest known dinosaurs and one of the largest terrestrial carnivore. For the Carcharodontosaurus intradensis was much smaller, only reaching 10 meters, 33 feet in length, and weigh 4 metric tons in body mass. For the FMM, Carcharodontosaurus is much smaller, doesn't reach the large size of its Earth counterpart. Also, a very compact animal settling into a similar structure as the Ceratosaurus, big and bulky, but not a towering apex predator in the same class as the behemoth-like Tyrannosaurus rex. Despite its shorter, stockier size, however, this dinosaur has been known to rival T-Rex in terms of territorial aggression, often displaying by snapping its jaws, thrashing its tail, and unleashing ear-piercing shrieks to intimidate opponents without the risk of damaging its delicate jawbones in combat. Because if they try to, it will damage the animal's jaw, which means rendering it to hunt and even drink, because it would starve to death from such injuries from its delicate jaw. If intimidation doesn't work, the predator is capable of intense but bursts of speed to charge and stun rivals with a paralyzing body slam, but they cannot sustain these high energy breaks for long. As such, running down swift or armored prey a is not a good strategy. This is heavily weighted predator. Instead, the FMM Carcharodontosaurus prefers to spend its day wading through the shallow waters of Vanguard Fjord like a grizzly bear, snapping up any fish or aquatic reptiles that swim into the range of its narrow jaws. It would appear as it took on the ecological role of a spinosaurid or grizzly bear, waiting at the water's edge to snap up fish or eat other animal. Because unlike the Earth Carcharodontosaurus, its diet consists of sauropods, ornithopods, or other large vertebrates. But the FMM Carcharodontosaurus, it would occasionally feed on carcasses or carrion. Despite its shorter and stocky body, it is adapted to semi-aquatic lifestyle, meaning this allows the amphibious dinosaur to avoid most competition, sharing food sources, waterways with other animals, like many Spinosaurus species that patrol the wetlands hunting smaller dinosaurs, and manage to stay out of the way of larger terrestrial predators like Acrocanthosaurus. Although the animal is slow and cumbersome on land, much of Vanguard fjords is broken up by freshwater rivers and streams, and in the water, this amphibious hunter becomes an entirely different animal. Is a strong active swimmer, using its powerful tail to freely navigate through the fjords, scattered river systems. Many herbivores of the dinosaur planet that would ordinarily brush off a Carcharodontosaurus attack, struggling when crossing these rivers, waterways, which give the predators an exclusive opportunity to attack and drown large prey, attempting to swim across and feed on submerged remains at its leisure. It would seem that it took on the ecological role of a crocodile. Well, they work together to take down prey and drown it, showing its unique advantage over the strictly terrestrial predators of the fjord. It would seem that the Carcharodontosaurus from FMM UV32 is adapted to a semi-aquatic lifestyle, as it is slow and cumbersome on land. It is a good swimmer at the river system. Since they could not bite other animals because of its delicate jaw, like its Earth counterpart, the Earth Carcharodontosaurus's bite force is around 3,000 pounds per square inch, which is powerful but lower than other large theropods like T-Rex. As was suggested, the interior bite force of Carcharodontosaurus was 11,312 newtons, while the posterior bite force was 449 newtons. So the Earth Carcharodontosaurus is much more of a bleeder because it would rather tear off flesh and let the prey bleed rather than crushing bone. Because the lower interior bite force suggests that Carcharodontosaurus likely did not eat bones frequently, because their teeth and jaws is not designed to crush bone. And for its binocular vision, the Earth Carcharodont had limited at a side effect of its large elongated rostrum. Its great degree of binocular vision was at higher elevation, suggesting Carcharodontosaurus have a hab- habitable habitable habitability sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, held its head at a downward 40-degree angle with its eyes facing up, according to achieve maximum binocular vision. The range of vision seen in these allosaurids is compared to that of crocodiles, suggesting they were ambush predators. They likely sense prey via motion parallax between prey and background, with a narrow binocular field of vision helping the predators judge prey distances and time attacks. And that's it for the Carcharodontosaurus. Like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you later, guys.